This is a class of electrical diagrams. This is a unit 1. We're going to start with passive elements. We're going to find there are three kinds of passive elements. The first one is the resistor. There is two. That there is the capacitor and the inductor. Today we're going to talk about this one. To start, we're going to see in this part electrical circuit. In this circuit, we're going to see there are two symbols. This is the symbol for a DC voltage source, and this is the symbol for a resistor, and also we can find this kind of symbol to represent a resistor. Now, the job for this one is to give the energy of the circuit. In this case, this is the force. This is the force. And the resistance has an opposition to this force. And inside the circuits, we are going to have electrons. Then, this one pushes the electrons in this way. And then, now we have a flow of electrons. And depending on this value, the flow could be lower or higher. In this case, this one is named intensity. Now, there is three units of measure. For this one, it is the ampere, and it is represented by an A. For the resistor, the unit of measure, it is the ohm, and we represent with the geek letter. And for voltage, the unit is voltage, and we represent with a V. Now, we are going to talk about the ohm law later. Today we are going to start with the resistor and their characteristics. The most common presentation of a resistor, we can boil, if we want, into different presentations. The first one is with 3 bands, and the fourth one is for tolerance. This one is for 4 bands as a total. The other one, it is with 4 bands for the value and a 5th band for tolerance. In this case, the total is for 5 bands. Now, to see what is the right side to check the value, we are going to see that all of these are together and this one is separated. In this case, is the same. All of these are together and this one is separated. Now, we're going to suppose that the first one is for the color red. If we check here, the red is the value of 2. The second band, in this case, is for orange, and the orange has a value of 3. And the third band, in this case, is number of zeros. In this case, the yellow is 4. It means that we are going to add 4 zeros. The value for this resistor with this characteristic is 230,000 ohms. And then we can start to short. In this case, we can erase 3 and we can use the letter K, ohm. 2030 kilo ohms. And the G is for gold, because we are in this case of resistor. It means that this resistance has a tolerance of 5%. 10% of this is 23. The 5% is 11.5 kilo ohms. And then in the case of this one, we can buy this device with values that we can start with 218.5 kilo ohms to, we add the value for this one is 241.5 kilo ohms. In the second case, we're going to see this kind of resistors. This has 4 bands and the tolerance. It's the same case. This is number, this is number, this is number, and the last one of this group is the number of zeros. And this one that it is separated is the tolerance. In my example, I have black. If I check black, okay, sorry. We're going to change to brown. Brown, the first value for this one is 1. R for red, it is 2. Y for yellow. O for orange, the orange is 3. It means you're going to add 3 zeros. The value for this is 124,000 ohms. If we short, it is 124 kilo ohms. And the tolerance, we can add more values. We can add red. It means that this one has a tolerance, in this case, of 2%. Plus minus 2%. In this case, the 1% is 1.24. The 2% is 2.48 kilo ohms.